when Ronda came out, and Ronda was like, who would have thought that you're, sitting there and you're already promoting the next fight, and she was like, just
we're like, lucky to have you in the
lucky to have like
or something.
praising him.
Yeah.
Listen, he's promoting his after party. He's going, oh, I'll beat you up at the after party. Like, no, first off, listen, maybe there's a time and a place. Look, if that's what you want to do, if that's like, but I don't know. That seems like a little sickening to me. You're in half on the ground and you're promoting a fight. You have all the money in the world already. Like, why the need to talk about someone's wife to promote a fight? Bad example for everybody. Look, I'm not the best example in the world for, I'm sure I've done things that aren't, but I could even say that is a little over the top. Maybe it's a time to just kind of like chill out, nurse your injuries, get back, strong. And I don't know. It seems like almost like a I don't know. It seems like a real big issue mentally to be in half on the ground in pain. Put that aside, not even, and you're focusing on an after party and a future fight when you already have all the money in the world. Like, why? Why is that? It's a narcissist. That's like a mental. That's scary. That's a scary thing. And I was like, and I think Ronda kind of understands that. I think Ronda has kind of got that same little switch in her head, and I think that's why she was really like all about it. But I was like, dude, listen, if I had all that money, first off, I don't know if I'm even fighting. I don't need all that whatever. I do it for fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not doing it for I don't know why he's for all the whatever. I do it for fun. If I lose, it's like, fuck it, I freaking lost. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not talking about no one's wife. I'm not gonna threaten to kill nobody. If I have all that money, I'm not threatening anybody ever. I'm just freaking living the dream.
Happy.
That's it, man. There's not enough. I'm not freaking. I try to just be happy with what I got, and I'm not talking about. I don't know. I'm not really. Dustin didn't. I talk about someone's family. If someone talks about my family, you may be like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Dustin was nothing but a real gentleman, I feel like, in the whole thing, the whole time. And to be talking about a family and really, I mean, that stuff is hard, and you turn to kill somebody. And why? Why? Because he beat you in a fight? Like a fight, a sanctioned, legitimate fight. Not even like the judges did. Like he freaking won twice, two in a row. I don't know. That's scary to me. It's good.
But do you think he was actually doing it to promote the fight, or he was just? I don't think he was doing it. In my opinion, I don't think he was doing it to promote the fight. I just think he was that angry, and pissed off that Poirier thinks that he beat him in his head. It was a doctor stoppage. That's all he's screaming when his leg is broken in half. And I'm like, hang on a second, I got to think about this. That just happened to me. I mean, I do think mine had to have been worse and had to be more painful.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, my bones went through my calf and through my skin and all that shit. And it was one traumatic shot, not like built over time. It had to be worse because, bro, there was no way in this world that I was arguing or even, I don't care who was in my face saying anything they want. It doesn't matter. I had to focus on dealing with the pain I was dealing with. It was fucking the worst pain I've ever had in my life. So when I'm watching him do that, I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way he just broke his leg in half and he's sitting there talking shit right now, calling his wife a hoe and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, there's that, like, now the fight, the selling of the fight is over. It felt disingenuous that whole time building up the fight because the first fight, the fight before that, they were being so nice to each other. And then all of a sudden, all right, he probably wants better pay-per-view numbers. He's going to start talking shit and get that old Conor back because he lost when he was Mr. Nice Guy. So I think he wanted that crazy Conor to come back, just even maybe for his own head, to feel like he's in a better spot in the fight with that attitude. But then I think he took it to levels that I would never take it to. I feel like there has to be certain lines that shouldn't be crossed. Like talking about someone's wife, like that is fucked up. That is fucked up. And I give credit to Poirier because I did think it was getting in his head. I think he's, he comes from like the hood a little bit. And then like someone talking about your wife, That's your family. Like, it's programmed in your head to get pissed off. And that's a disrespectful thing where you have to slap that guy and you're going to get fucking pissed. But he knew that Conor was doing it just to get in his head. So he didn't want to react to it. But I was like, man, I know he's really working on trying to stay calm during this thing, but I'm like, this has to be in his head. And to be honest, the whole thing where Conor's saying you're a corpse and you're going to die, I'm going to kill you, that wouldn't have bothered me that much. I couldn't give two shits if another fighter is saying that to me, because I'm like, all right, bro, we'll see. Like, yeah, good luck trying to kill me in there. I'll be there defending myself. So good luck. But for him to call out his wife was crazy. And it's funny because Poirier in interviews was saying that it didn't bother him that much about his wife. It bothered him more about the corpse thing, which I thought was weird. But I thought that was different for me. I don't know. What would bother you more?
I think it seems like him and his wife are, I think his wife's he just knows that, and he probably knows that she was talking shit in the DMs, and she's ride or die. He's that, that's ironclad. He doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So I think that was definitely, he could put that in the back of his mind, and the killing thing. Yeah, I guess. But then going back to he was just that angry, or was he promoting? He shot out the after party thing. He said, "I'll kill you at the after party at the wherever he was." He said, "I'll beat you at the after party." And I was like, holy shit. I don't know. I think a lot of it, he was mad and he just couldn't accept the loss in the way it happened. Yeah. And then the other way, I think he's so programmed. Everyone always praises his ability to market. He's the best marketer. He's the best this. I think that can kind of get in his head and kind of turn him into, it could just kind of take over. He's like always looking to market. He's always looking at an angle on something. Like, dude, all right, you're freaking, now it's time to just relax. Your leg's broken. You don't have to be freaking promoter Conor. You could take it easy for a second. Be a human.
Thanks for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please let us know in the comments below. Won't Back Down is also available as a podcast, so feel free to give us a follow wherever you get your podcasts.